Hello, my name is Doris, and I am Little Bird Products. What I wanted to do today was, first of all, welcome you back if you've been here before. And if this is your first time here, welcome and enjoy. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. That way you'll get notified every time I post a new video. This is my midweek check-in, and I have a busy week planned. I did get this jacket finished, and I'm going to get that in the store today. It is beautiful. And I made it kind of cape-like, and I did it a little different because under the arms, instead of sewing it together and down about 12 inches like I normally do, what I did is I put ties there. I had some silk sari wrap ties, and I tied it so that it can be either cape, you can have it loose, or you can have it more fitted so that there is a place, to put your arms through, like armholes. It makes it a little easier. I think capes, they tend to slide forward and back, but when you have that tied under the arm like that, it keeps it a little more fitted. What I have on my agenda this week is a lot of things, and I'll include pictures here and here of what I'm working on. I have a list that I wanted to share with you of what I have lined up to do, and I'm working on right now is I purchased some new Cantha quilted blankets. They're cotton, and that's what I use to upcycle my denim shirts. And I'm getting really low on those in the store. So I have 10 shirts. Here I go again, planning more than I can probably do. But they are a relatively quick make, so I don't have to charge quite as much for them. But my Cantha blankets do cost me a little more. They're really nice colors, and they're very nicely put together. So I like those, and I can only get 3 jackets out of 1 blanket, so it makes them a little more costly, even though the shirts don't cost me as much. So anyway, I can sell them for what I consider a reasonable price, like $59. And I have 10 of those out that I want to upcycle because I do them like kimono sleeved, or what I call butterfly wings arms. And it makes them, another term I like to use is size agnostic or size forgiving. So anyway, they're a nice make. I like those. And I don't know if I'll get all 10 of them made, but I want to get at least 5 made. And then I have, for my patchwork project, my scrap busting project, I'm going to make a vintage chenille kimono because I have that pieced together, and I'm going to make it reversible so it's lined with cotton. And I already have that kind of the pieces picked out. I have pink pieces picked out, and I think it's going to be a pink one because the lining I already have cut out and stitched together. So that'll be my scrap buster project. And then I'm working on a graphic tee with angel wings, and I'll show a picture of it here. That is a work in progress, and I think it's going to turn out really, really nice. I'm liking it so far, and of course I love anything with angel wings on. So I've tried to commit myself to be doing a graphic tee a week, a scrap buster project a week, a jacket a week, and this will be my jacket for the week. If I can get another one made, that will be great. And I also did some straightening up in my craft room. I had some things underneath my embroidery machines and stuff, and kind of a finished projects. I kind of put the scraps and everything together in separate bags, and then I kind of check them somewhere. So I was kind of tired of looking at that little mess sitting around. It makes me not feel productive. So I spent most of the day yesterday just straightening up my craft room. So now I feel a little more organized, and it's easier to do. But you'll see my ironing board here is full of this week's projects. So my goal usually is to get everything off the ironing board. That's all my projects made. So we'll see how I do. So let's see, that's a scrap buster. I have my graphic tee. And I have this jacket. I'd like to get another jacket made, but we'll see how I do with that. And I am going to be puppy sitting for friends of mine, and they're coming today, delivering Abby. As we call her, Abby Normal, because she is the most laid-back dog you've ever seen. We say that she doesn't walk, she meanders, and she's got the longest eyelashes. They're about an inch long. She's a rescue puppy, But we think she might have some Havanese in her, and she is so mellow. So I like my mellow puppy. And that's, I have the entertainment of a puppy, the love of a puppy, and I don't have any of the vet bills or any of the food bills. So Abby and I, we get along just fine. And my friends love to travel, so I'm the free pet sitter. And I love it. Although they did start calling me Abby's granny. And I think they've decided to call me Abby's auntie. And I kind of like auntie, but I'll settle for granny too. Anyway, those are my plans for the week. We'll see how I get along with that. Oh, and please continue to watch. If you haven't seen all of my older videos, go back and watch those. And again, I love to entertain you while you're doing your laundry, doing your dishes, or just sitting around in the evening, or while you're sewing. Just turn me on. I need to get those watch hours in. Anyway, enjoy. Bye.